Mm-mm. Alrighty. How's it going, everyone? How's life treating you? So, this time I have a little bit of a different setup. I actually cannot see anybody's comments whatsoever, so I'm just going to talk to you guys. This was supposed to be just a planned video. This was supposed to be edited and stuff like this, but I figured it was such a serious subject that I should probably just do it live, and in this way it's a little bit more meaningful to you guys. So I've just been thinking about it over the last few days. I kind of wrote some stuff down, some bullet points and stuff like that, so I really just figured I should do this live and just kind of talk to you guys. So it does pertain to credit cards, and this does pertain to possibly the future of this channel. So I'll just say that I love the credit card game, and really, all of you guys really love the credit card game. We all do, really. At the end of the day, we all love the credit card game. I mean, what's not to love about getting like lucrative sign-up bonuses, where you can get free airline tickets, and especially when you're able to fly in some of those first-class suites just for free. I mean, of course, all these good things are some huge benefits. But today we're going to be talking about how something is going to affect all of us, and that means anyone who's actually into credit cards. All right, let's talk about it. So, pretty much, here's the reason why I think credit cards are not going to be used in the future, and there's a few data points right now suggesting why that might actually be true. A few of us in the credit card community have been talking about this lately, and I kind of want to bring it to the forefront. So, number one, pretty much, number one is technology. So we know that technology is rapidly advancing. Like before our very eyes, we're having ChatGPT, all these things. It's becoming easier and easier to actually make payments without the need for a physical credit card. We're not going to need it anymore. So with the rise of all of these contactless payment systems and mobile wallets and other digital payment methods like crypto, the Federal Reserve wants to have an ETF for crypto. They want to have crypto be their main currency. People are already starting to move away from using physical credit cards. In fact, many countries right now are actually allowing you to use your smartphone. I mean, we talk about Apple Pay, WePay in China. I mean, there's a lot of different things, and that we could pay for everyday expenses like transportation, groceries, everyday things that we normally pay for. This trend, I believe, is only going to continue, and it's likely that credit cards will become obsolete. Sorry to say. That means these precious metal credit cards, the Amex Platinum, we love our Amex Platinums. All these precious credit cards that we've pretty much accumulated over these years are all going to be for naught, and they're going to be a thing of the past, which means no more physical envelopes or boxes, no more unboxing videos. So, one thing, let me just adjust this real quick. 1 second. Make sure the camera's good. I don't know if you guys can see me. I don't even know what you guys are saying. So that's part one. Part two is, unfortunately, there's been a lot of things, even me personally, talking about fraud and credit card theft, and more specifically, identity theft. This is something that's affected me in the past. It's affecting me right now. So right now, it's becoming increasingly common that credit card fraud and identity theft are just becoming more prevalent. Despite the efforts of all these credit card companies like Bilt, Wells Fargo, behind the scenes are trying to improve security. Hackers and scammers are always finding new ways to steal people's personal and financial information. This is making it increasingly more difficult for credit card companies to just cover fraud charges. I mean, look at what happened with Bilt recently. People were up in arms when all of these security leaks happened. I think it happened with Capital One many years ago. We had some other leaks with TD. It's pretty crazy. And the burden of responsibility is slowly shifting to the credit card holder, not necessarily the credit issuer, if that makes sense. So a lot of people are blaming us for maybe leaking passwords or, sharing it online and stuff like that. It's kind of, the burden is on us to protect our credit card information when it really should just be on those issuers themselves. And it's leading people to only just want to be kind of in cash. So in such a drastic shift for why this is becoming so prevalent with a lot of these technology companies able to just scour and steal all of your information. Most of these credit cards that we get them in the first place are because they have protections in place to actually keep our credit cards safe. So this way, when we have someone use our credit cards and it's fraud, we can just call up the company and they're going to say, okay, here's a reimbursement. Let's get you a new card number. And that seems to be changing. It really does seem to be changing as of right now. And I think that this shift is going to push a lot of people away from using credit cards in the future. I mean, it's already a hot topic. That's why we have channels, is because people don't want credit cards. Or they think it's a debt vehicle. But if this process, it will become worse. And they might turn to other payment methods like, that are more secure and reduce liability, almost like a cash or a crypto. So honestly, what's the breaking point? What's the real, what could possibly happen going forward? So, well, we do know, I did a live stream about this not too long ago, that credit card debt is actually a major problem for many people. I talk to many people every single day in the real estate world. They have a lot of debt. As of right now, it's leading to a lot of financial difficulties and stress. There's a lot of people that aren't able to actually make ends meet, not able to buy houses because their credit card debt is so high. This, again, is leading to a bad look on all these credit card companies and just credit cards in general, because already people equate credit cards to debt. Credit cards are known to be one of the most expensive ways to borrow funds, with 20% interest rates on all of your balances on your credit cards. Especially now with interest rates averaging around 20% and even higher in some cases with certain credit cards, you can get up to 30%. It's no surprise that the total credit card debt in America right now is a record $930 billion. Let me repeat. The credit card debt in America is historically high, almost $1 trillion across all accounts. And that was just by the end of last year. What is that over there? Got some dust coming in. All right. So with all of those factors combined, and just me giving you this kind of discussion, and I'm gonna look at comments afterwards to see what you guys think, but I think those are the three reasons why credit cards are not going to be used in the future. And while they may still be popular in the short term, while we continue to make videos to show the value, we know the value, but a lot of people don't, it's likely that they will eventually become obsolete. I'm going to continue to keep an eye on this trend to see what's going to happen, and I'm going to report back with any further developments. And really the last thing I wanted to mention was, well, happy April Fool's, guys, because credit cards are not over. What, are you kidding me? You watch this whole thing, you think I'm serious? Get out of here. Credit cards are never going to be done. Matter of fact, it's so not done that we're going to take all the cards, we're going to throw them like crazy, because we love our credit cards. Screw the Federal Reserve, or not screw the Federal Reserve, but screw everybody else who thinks credit cards are over. We're going to keep hitting our sign-up bonuses, keep hitting the desk. We're going to keep signing up and getting that good value, those hotel statuses, and everything. So, sorry, that was my live April Fool's joke for everybody. Oh wait, let me finish the script. This is not the end of credit cards. The information in this video may or may not have been twisted to fit the narrative used for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to smash the like button, because who doesn't like a good prank? Ridiculous. I would love to see your guys' reaction right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now. You guys gonna hang out? I'm gonna connect to Wi-Fi. I want to see what everyone's doing. And did I get you? Was I convincing enough to let you guys believe that I thought credit cards were a thing of the past? What a joke. Give me 1 second. I can put that. Let me put this on. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. I'm over here. There we go. Get on that good hotspot so I can watch my own video. Oh my god, alright, let's... Everybody's going crazy. Can you believe Amex is going into the brokerage business now, Kelby says. Bruce Wayne, what's going on, man? Thanks for being here. Oh man, you guys are all here for the news, huh? No cash is king. Dave Ramsey's laughing all the way to the bank. Just gotta love April Fools. Thanks, Danny boy. Stan says, I like how Tony freestyled the script. Oh my god, very well done. Bruce Wayne had me going. Tony traveled back in time to give us MP4 file for the live stream. Right. Right. I'm just not wearing the suit, so the continuity. I didn't fool Danny Boy, really? Danny Boy didn't get fooled? Oh, sorry, ghost talking. Just talking to myself, I guess. I'm not even. um, cannot be fooled. Damn, Anthony, really had me worried. Thanks for the reminder, Calby. Cage 017 comes in and says, please no chat GPT. Want real emotion from info, not scripts. You must not be from a place that does April Fools, sir. Now I have to rewind this. That is so funny. Oh my god. This is too good. I had to add in, like little facts here and there, like built and having issue with fraud, and credit card debt really is $1 trillion at the moment. Oh my god. So anyways, anyone else doing some good April Fool's stuff today? Oh my lord. Hey man, you guys don't know if I'm ever being like serious or if if I'm just freestyling something. I just go into a whole bit, like credit card debt is just it's staggering. I mean, right now there are no mortgage applications. Right now, real estate applications to actually buy houses are at historic lows. And that coupled with credit card debt and with Biden trying to announce this whole $7 late fees, this is going to just have a trickle down effect to lowering stock prices, laying people off, and eventually hitting the consumer. In this way, we're going to end up paying more in interest, and that debt is going to go from $1 trillion to $2 trillion very quickly. Oh my lord, too bad. Bruce Wayne, I was about to revise my digital wallet setup. That's right. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't even have a digital wallet, but now we're gonna have to have. If this is all true, now we're gonna have to have all of our cold storage wallets, and we're just gonna pay with Dogecoin, we'll pay with crypto, with like Bitcoin or Ethereum. We're gonna do all that, or just debit cards only. But even that, like Calvi says, debit cards only, that's gonna be too expensive. Even debit cards are just gonna be, why even print the plastic? Why even print the metal, or forge the metal to make these credit cards? Because it's just a waste of money anyway. We're just gonna do payment to payment processing. And that's it. It's not gonna be these third party, because really it's kind of ridiculous. I should be able to just scan my hand over like a cash register or something and be like, okay, you are number 001.0, something like that. And allergies. God bless me. We should just be able to scan our hand, and this way we just have all of our money and our net worth is tied into our body, and we could just walk into these like Amazon stores that you could just pick something up and walk out and they scan you. That's where we're headed, really. This is an April Fool's joke, but I think that's very possible in the future, that we come to a future where we don't need this third-party credit card system to swipe. It's kind of like a waste of time. Like, why even build the cash registers? Why even have the self-checkout lines? But screw the scanner. Just have something where I can just and all my info is out there. And Calby mentions Coles Cash. That's true. We're gonna have to start using Coles Cash for everything. That's gonna be like the world reserve currency now that China and apparently some of these other European countries are starting to deal in only the Chinese renminbi or the euro and stuff like that. And they're gonna deal in petrol for that. So we might in fact. Oh, am I frozen? I didn't even realize I'm ghost. Well, this has been a mess of a live stream. There I am. One person told me. You got 11 people in here, and you guys are just listening to me talk. Oh, God. What a world. Absolute. Let's see. Bruce Wayne, check this out, and shout out to Danny Boy. Shout out to Danny Boy. I got a credit line increase from Chase on my Chase Sapphire Preferred, an increase of 10K. I called in, no hard inquiry. Can you believe that? That is pretty good. 10,000 on your Chase Sapphire Preferred, huh? And no hard inquiry, really. I don't know if that's typical. Is it typical that you do get a hard inquiry on credit limit increases for Chase? I mean, we know with American Express, it's a soft pull, but American Express is good like that. But I believe Capital One. I don't think Capital One is a hard pull either. Yeah, because I requested a couple times. I don't believe it ever showed up in my credit report. Um, or like yeah. Okay, so Chase is. Oh, it is recent. Okay, so Chase is a soft pull now. So that's another reason why credit cards might stay around for the future. I really want to keep this conversation going. I don't care that it's an April Fool's joke. Even in the comments, let me know what are the real reasons. Because can anybody figure out and bring it up why they think credit cards may not actually exist in the future? Because I could come up with a few things. You know, that whole part about being a trillion in debt and people having this perception of credit cards equaling debt. We know this already. That's why we're in this community, because we take advantage of all of these credit card companies. But what happens in the future where maybe a recession persists, maybe inflation stays high, and maybe these credit card companies they're incentivizing you to get their credit cards because there's not as much demand as one would hope. You would think that if there was people jumping to get credit cards, we'd think there are a lot of people because it's our community. But are there, I'm imagining there's not hundreds and hundreds of millions of people just every day looking to get credit cards. That's why they'll offer these welcome bonuses or sign up bonuses. I get they want to move people away from Capital One or move me from American Express or Chase, but why would they all offer them? It's everybody needs a car, but there's a lot of cars that don't offer discounts or incentives. So like when is the point in which maybe our message is heard so loudly that people who want credit cards are now, the demand is so high that sign up bonuses are no longer, it's a thing of the past, which would really de-incentivize a lot of us who like to churn, but a lot of people don't like to churn. You know, um, Cage says, saw Joshua's video before coming in chat. Chat in sync script freaked me out. Yeah, isn't that crazy? We're all just talking. Um, yeah, so if there's no more sign up bonuses, I probably would have never even got into the credit card game other than building up my credit. It's the only reason I really make the videos. It's the only reason why any of us make I mean, we make the videos to help build your credit so we can do other things with it. But other than that, it's like, oh, here's how I made $4,000 in the last 4 years of just, credit card churning, or $10,000 in travel and stuff like that. So, I could see a future where there's no longer, the demand is so high that there's no longer incentives to actually get a credit card. Plus, I think everything eventually will be completely automated. And Calby says we're all bought out. Yes, we are. I think there's going to be a point in which we're so automated, to which I said it was ridiculous, but I think it's true. I think eventually they're going to say these are not worth the plastic or the metal that they're printed on, because it's not just the materials for the plastic and the metal. You're also having to have the machine that makes the plastic credit cards or the metal credit cards. So those machines could all just be other machines doing other things. It does, all that storage space that you're keeping for all these credit card makers could just be something else, and you save all that capital expenditure. I don't know. It's a thought experiment. That could save a ton of money. You know, I mean, because like think about it too. As little as all of these documents, like they send your statement every single month in mail. Now we have paperless mail, right? So meaning email. They'll email you statements and stuff like that. So we realize we want to save that money, right? We want to save the money on all the paper for all the credit cards. So let's just send them paperless. So send them through email. So how long before credit cards are paperless too? They meet the same fate. I don't know. Who's Fanta? Fanta, my favorite drink growing up. I always like the orange Fanta though. Fanta. I just joined, so I have no clue what we're talking about, but I wanted to get an Amex card for so long, but legit after thinking about it, I realized none of their cards would match my lifestyle. Really? Do you really? Not yet. Like Calby said, this was my first thought. Not even the Blue Cash every day? A no annual fee grocery and gas card? That one kind of can fit anybody's lifestyle. You might just be looking at the high-end ones, the ones that everyone talks about, just because, they're a little more sexy and they have annual fees, but you might actually get a lot of value from some of those low annual fees. Maybe tell us, Fanta, if you're still here, Let us know what your lifestyle is like. Are you paying a lot of money in gas every single month? Are you paying a lot of money in groceries? Do you dine out a lot? Let's hear it. C just says, "LOL, this guy. This was funny watching you do this live." I had to do it live, man. I just didn't want to edit it. I don't know. And the lighting was horrible on my actual video, so I was like, let's just do it live and have fun. Excuse me for one moment while I do this. Sorry, allergies. Now I'm gonna wash myself. Cage says, by the way, love Anthony's video on the Bonvoy Brilliance card relaunch. I'd love to get that card in the future. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you watched that, Cage. That was a little bit ago. That was about 4 or 5 months ago. Just talking about the relaunch, and I actually never even really looked into the Bonvoy Brilliant card before that revamp. So, pretty awesome card. Stan the Credit Frog actually got that credit card. Pretty hefty annual fee, but he's getting a lot of value from it. And I think the sign up bonus is pretty high too. Isn't it like 100,000 Marriott points? Not too bad. We are all bought out. Yes. Calby says discover keychains. Discover keychains are going to be the thing that puts all us out of business. Oh, that's so funny. Online shopping too. Cage says, would all rewards be strictly to travel programs? That's interesting. So you're saying maybe all the rewards would be strictly travel. Because then you would still be targeting maybe the higher net worth individuals, at least on a grand scale. So would you only have categories like 5x on travel or something like that, or just bonuses for using their credit card for travel? That'd be interesting. Calby says 75K now Marriott points for the Bonvoy Brilliant. They're dropping it. It's coming. It's the end. Credit cards are over. Once we start seeing sign-up bonuses of 0 points, you get nothing. In fact, you're lucky. In fact, pay more. Annual fees higher, and you get no sign-up bonus. Then we know we're in trouble. And there's actually a lot of other countries that do this. I believe some of the sign-up bonuses and maybe it's Amsterdam. I remember seeing somebody came in and commented Amsterdam. Maybe it was Germany. I don't know. It's one of them that had the Amex Platinum, and I think it was like 20,000 bonus points. I was like, what? And I think it was still very similar bonuses and multipliers. Are credit cards from Elan Financial Services any good? I saw this at another live stream. I actually don't know. I'm not familiar with Elan Financial Services. If anybody knows, talk to Bridge. Fanta says, okay, you're right. The Blue Cash every day is a nice card. But overall, I'm about Amex. I don't mind signing up for the sign-up bonus, LOL, but long-term, I'm But why do you say that? What leads you to the opinion that American Express is Because I can give you like 5 different reasons right now why long-term American Express is going to be killing it, even more than it is today. I mean, let's just talk about the business model of American Express itself, or at least their overhead. I know they deal with a lot of other things, but what is Calvi saying? Oh, one bank is easier to manage, Fanta. Oh, Fanta got the Venture X. Oh, okay, cool. So you love your Capital One. I don't know, man. I just like American Express for long term. Because you get one credit card, okay, now you have only soft pulls. You get one credit card, okay, now you have very high credit limits. You get one credit card, and now you can have even higher credit limits with a soft pull. You're dealing with a company that has a lot of cash on hand and doesn't have any really physical locations, so they can, kind of offer some of the premium products. That's why Capital One is looking to shed all of their physical locations and become an online-only bank because, it's just going to be saving money. Calby's texting me, but I can't read it right now because I don't know if there's any information that I should be having the car talk out loud. Not bad. Team Amex, Danny boy. Yeah, and then we're talking about you get one credit card, and then now you can get retention offers. Retention offers, if you want to cancel your card, you can get some bonuses. You've seen the videos. You want to talk about top-of-the-line customer service. American Express has you covered. I can call them and text them any time of the day, and I have someone answering for me. And they're good people. They're nice. Fanta says, I signed up for the Venture X last Friday, and on Saturday, I signed up for the Bonvoy Boundless card. Ooh! Hit with the double. And the goal is to upgrade to the Ritz card in the future. Not bad. Okay, so you must have watched my Ritz card too, because that was like one after the other. Yeah, the Ritz card is interesting. Doesn't the Ritz card, if I'm remembering, it does come with the free night in a Ritz every year. And I think the annual fee is like what, $450 for that card or $550. Cage says also like the Amex Gold, would love to get that someday too. Yeah, man. Yeah, Cage. I mean, it depends if you're willing to cough up that $250 annual fee, and if you're a person that uses the Uber Eats and the Grubhub and stuff like that. Chad Money Minutes coming in hot. He's driving with the fam. Mrs. Minutes. Mrs. Minutes is here. Awesome. Chad, you have a good time, man. If you rewind to the beginning, we did a good April Fool's joke right at the beginning. Mm-hmm. That was a good one. I think I got everybody in the chat. The chat. And especially people on the rewind. Oh, I didn't even explain it. Okay, so for those of you who did not watch the other people's videos or don't even know what's going on, April Fools, we all had a script. Maybe I shouldn't even talk so much. Maybe go watch their videos too. But just know in the description of this live stream, you could see all their channels. Stan the Credit Frog, CJ, and that's just his name, it's just CJ. Joshua Butler, Cal B&G, of course, and myself. And yeah, that's everybody. And we all did a nice little joke. So, but I think everyone here actually watched those. Fanta says, yeah, it allows up to 85,000 points for the free night reward, which is pretty similar to Hilton free night reward certificates. I have to make a video recently, or pretty soon, because there's little nuances to the free night certificates, specifically with Hilton, that a lot of people aren't aware of because I went through it. So I have to go into, but pretty similar. I think Hilton allows, I think it's like an arbitrary up to 80,000 points, but it's technically like a standard room. But I think across the board, a standard room for Hilton is like 80,000 points and below. Anything above that will become a premium room, and then you can't use the free night certificate there. So I guess Ritz is the same, but just up to 80,000 points. So interesting. Talking about the Hyatt card. Very interesting card. Oh, we're a little laggy, huh? I guess when I'm moving. Really like the American Airlines partnership. DJ Bruce Wayne says, me and Capital One never saw eye to eye. There's a few of you in the community. I think you and Sledge have real big issues with Capital One. I like Capital One, man, because they gave me my first card, so I have to. I'm beholden to them, But they've never really done anything other than that. They kind of just, I don't know. Like if you got into a fight at school with a bully and maybe this one kid just kind of like helped you, but then you just never saw him again somehow, or like one security guard and you're like, oh, he retired. That's kind of like how Capital One was for me. Just he helped me out right at the beginning, and then he was gone after that. What's everybody talking about in here? I have one more credit. Fantas. Oh, speaking of which, Danny Boy says, I got my credits today for my Uber Cash on the Amex Gold. Hell yeah. Me too. Is anybody finding it just... I hate to say this, but is anybody finding it just a little bit harder recently? Is it just me to actually use those credits? I don't know why. I just forget about it and I just don't come around to do it. And then I'll wait till like the 30th to start using the credits, like right before they're about to expire. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. My crazy brain. Fanta says, I have one more card before I hit the 524, so I'm not sure if I want to do the Hyatt or save it for another. So I'm not sure if I want to do the Hyatt or save it for another. Depends on you, Fanta. Of course it all depends on you. That's what life is. But I like the Hyatt card. I definitely want to add that in next year, I would say. Maybe this year, but probably not. Because I'm going to be at a 524. I'll be at 324 in September, I believe. So then we're going open season. We're getting all the business credit cards. We're getting a business card for the YouTube, business card for the real estate, and then we're going to do an LLC for the real estate, LLC for the YouTube. So we're going to have like 4 different credit cards on 2 businesses. I don't even know if that's legal, but we're going to try to go crazy and do as much as possible. The missus says, hi, Anthony. Hello, missus. I'm glad you guys can make it. Don't leave money on the table. That's 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 the main thing. The main thing is don't leave money on the table. That's the whole reason we did this whole live stream, is we can't leave any money on the table. High points in the card are superior though. And Sandra says I don't love the triple pull. Yeah, Capital One is pulling from all three credit bureaus, but not necessarily all the time. Depends on your state. You can look it up if you. There's some country, I mean, some states in the middle of the U.S. that if you do get a Capital One credit card, they'll pull from only two. I don't know if there's any states where they only pull one, but I believe there's a few with two, but most of them are three. And that goes along for some of the. There's some states that I believe American Express will pull from all three as well, but just majority is one, like Experian. So it's pretty interesting. Danny Boy calls it the Capital One Cafe. Ha! I haven't heard that yet. The Capital One Cafe. What did somebody say on the live the other day? Somebody had a funny name for the. I think it was a Capital One card. Capital One. The Capital One. That is so funny. The Capital One. Oh, Calby says the Capital One cafes, if you go in the summertime, they have $1 drinks on the weekends. Ooh. Danny Boy says he lives in Cali, so it's super easy to use the credits. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to use them. I don't know, I just forget. I just don't know why I forget. Oh no, Calvi says, cancel the gold card, Anthony. I made my Amex gold for you. No, I can't cancel the gold. The gold is my bread and butter. It's my Anthony Venture card, man. That's my gold now. Gotta keep that. Let me see how that looks. That looks good. That's right. The Venture card, man. And remember, if you want to get this design, if you want to have Anthony Venture in your pocket at all times, go on Calby's. Or actually, I think you just use code CalbyNG at checkout on Cuckoo Cards. But if you just go on Calby's video, he designed that card for me, and you can get it for yourself if you want an Anthony Venture card. Or if you want Calby to design you a specific credit card skin, just like he did for me, just ask him. He might do it. You never know. I think he can make a business out of it. Chad says, I don't forget about my Uber Cash because it hits on built rent day. Right. Right. Makes sense. You got to hit that built rent and then use the Uber Cash. I like it. Auguste, how you doing, Augusta? I want to add the city premiere. Any thoughts on that? I'll be honest, I don't even know what it comes with. It is so little talked about, and it's so little in like the back of my mind that I know what it looks like. I know it has like a pretty high sign up bonus, was like 80,000 thank you points, but I just have no idea what it offers. I have no idea. Cage's Capital One transfer partners don't do much for me. Same with City, and in my opinion, the City Premier is overrated. Interesting. Why do you say it's overrated? DJ Bruce Rain. So what hotel is your preference in availability and cost? Hilton, Hyatt, Marriott, or etc.? You tell us. I mean, if you ask me, I go with, well, Calby says Hyatt for point value, Marriott for availability and quality. I don't know. I've been to some Marriotts. They look a little depressing, man. Just gonna say, they look a little depressing. I like going into the Hiltons. I'm a pretty good, I'm a good Hilton guy. I like to walk in Hilton, get all the free stuff, and it's always clean. They always greet you well. I really like Hilton a lot. Marriott always just seemed very dark to me. You walk in, it's like, does anybody even live here? Yeah, I don't know. At least a few that I've been to. So, oh god, is Calby doing it? Cal, I'll pay you for a skin. I told you, Calby. It's a freaking business. Everybody would want a secret skin. Like, forget it. Like, this is just my face, but it could be anything. You could put your car on here. You could put your boss. You could put your fiance or wife, your husband. You could put whatever you want, anything. The globe. Um, I don't know. What is there something that's bad that you can put on there? You put a picture of yourself naked on there. You can do anything. Um, so I mean, Calby's got a business. He makes really good designs, and he'll have it done fast, very quick. So Fanta wants some. IHG point value is so inflated. Oh yeah, so Hyatt, I think for point value, oh my god, I've only been staying at Hyatt's because Hyatt's, I don't know, I think they're just like this amount lower quality than Hilton. In some cases, about the same or higher. Um, but I think I think Hyatt pretty much takes the cake. Like there is no going back. I'm going to Nashville twice in the next few months or in the next 6 months, and it's all Hyatt. It's like 8 different nights. It's all Hyatt because I only spent like 40,000 points, which is like $400 in value. Which normally that would be like $3,000 or something like that. Or yeah, right? 40,000? No, it'd be like $2,000. It'd be like $2,000 for those hotel stays, and we got it for like $400 because you went with Hyatt. And I really think it's not. I don't think it's hard to find a Hyatt. As far as availability, I've literally never had an issue finding availability for a hotel. And people say like I guess Hyatt has 1/10 of the portfolio that Hilton does, but I've never been locked out of a Hyatt that I wanted to go to. So, and I book pretty close. Like I book out maybe within the month. Like I'm supposed to go somewhere, probably within the month I'll book out. So yeah, Calby really turned me on the Hyatt, man. Hilton is classic style, old. It's not old. Go to the True by Hilton. It looks like any Hyatt place. Got the nice pool table, got the free breakfast, all that stuff. There's a Hyatt right next to me, actually, in South Carolina. There's one not too far. IHG, I still don't know much about it. You guys could probably teach me a lot about IHG. I haven't looked into it just yet, but I'm sure they'll be in the future, and then I'll make videos about it. Bet. I'll message you on my fiance account later today. Thank you. Oh, wow. Look at that. I got Calvi some business. Got to set up a Fiverr. Augusta said this week found out they're adding over 900 properties worldwide. Hyatt is? Tell me you're saying Hyatt, not IHG. Oh, Hilton is doing big things. Yeah, man. Hilton's going crazy. I remember reading a few years ago when Airbnb was really popping off and people were loving Airbnb. I remember this one quick article that I think it was a message put out by Hilton or something like that, that by like 2025, they're going to be building all of these kind of livable, smaller Hilton studios. And it kind of came into fruition. Like if you look at the Home 2, I found a lot of them, at least when they were first coming out, about $100 a night. Now they're starting to boost it up because they see they can. But I remember when the Home 2 came out at $100 a night, and that was super competitive with Airbnb. And now it looks like there's a shift. Airbnb spots and people that are actually booking Airbnbs, as far as the trends are concerned, at least these coastal cities, seem to be trending down. So there might be a huge play for Hilton to just take that market like super easily. And they're going to do it way faster at scale. And you could have 1 million people in one hotel with the free breakfast and all that stuff. And in those rooms we'll have I believe they have electric stovetops and stuff like that, microwaves. So it's pretty interesting. Calvi said there's a Hyatt Regency near you. It's nice. Calvi's such a stalker, man. He knows everything, where everybody lives. He knows where everybody lives. He knows exactly what where they go to out to eat. He knows where the hotels are near them. It's like, don't get too close to Calvi because he comes and finds you. Which, if you want to actually watch something interesting, go on Calvi and G's page right now, and he has an interesting video he just posted about an hour ago. So that'd be spaceship hotels. Hilton, you said, yep, Augusta. Yeah, man. We will. Oh yeah, Hilton. That's right. In 2027, there will be the first hotel in space, and who's it going to be run by? Hilton Hotels, baby. That's what we're talking about. So I think Hilton has a chance to rule the world. If they just take over the whole Airbnb market and they take over space, Come on, you go up to the space station with these, subspace, orbital flights like Virgin Galactic is doing and SpaceX is going to be doing soon. You're gonna start, maybe 350 a night, use some Hilton points, and go stay in friggin' the space station. How great would that be? I would love to live stream from there. Just be like, hey man, just use my free night certificate on the moon. That would be great. Oh man, it's so funny. I saw that article. 2027, there's gonna be a space Hilton. I swear. But I think we couldn't find it. But I swear it's. But we know there is a space. Is it Space Hilton in Disney? You go up an elevator and then it's like a whole atmosphere, the whole atmosphere, but it's just a dome and it's like a hologram and it looks like you're, sitting on the moon. Chad says, I'm still loving The Office. Hell yeah, man. Chad, you got to do a video in the mobile office one of these days. We got to, let's do it together. Maybe I'll film in the hotel room, you film in the car, and just have a nice desk. I got this at Target a year ago. We're almost hit a year on the channel, guys. In about 3 days, I believe it was either April 4th or April 6th. I posted my first video, and it was how I saved money during the oil crisis when oil spiked to like $150, and I had the Tesla, so I didn't have to pay for gas. My first video ever. You could see I have the same desk, and I think a picture of Elon, and that's it. Calby says, Marriott for the win. Oh, Fanta says, whenever I stay at an IHG hotel, I know what I'm signing up for. A super budget experience, but I don't mind that at all, lol. Hilton, I never know what to expect. And with Marriott, I know I'm going to have a good experience. I don't know, man. You guys are jaded. I've been to so many Hiltons. Like, I never had a bad experience. Never. Come on, man. Oh, and Fanta saw that Disney hotel. Not gonna lie, it looks sick. Yeah, I want to go stay. I want to go not stay there. I want to go eat there in that restaurant. Or is it the hotel? I don't know. In the space. Eat at the restaurant there. I want to do that. Fanta says, I have a question. Does the table stay in your car the whole time, even while driving? Well, usually, yeah. Yeah, usually. Matter of fact, this is actually bolted down, so it actually can't move. That's why it moves a little bit. So it's literally stuck to the car, because it just makes things more efficient. When I'm driving and I throw autopilot on, I'm gonna have to do a live stream on autopilot one of these days, and I'll just sit like this, and their car will be moving, if that's legal. So we put the laptop here. We just, we do some editing, we do some work, and then the car just goes. Kelby says, "Let me take you to a real hotel, Anthony." What's a real hotel? What's a real hotel? Hyatt? I love Hyatt already. Hilton? I love Hilton. All right, Marriott looks depressing. I don't know. I don't know. What else could there be? Really? I mean, we have these little. What about inns? How come nobody talks about inns? I get we can't use points for these little inns, like these bed and breakfasts, but man, in certain places there are no hotels. Like one of our favorite places is Cape May, New Jersey. They only have inns there. There are no hotels, so it's like, what about those people? Maybe we gotta start doing videos on bed and breakfasts and stuff. Cage says, seems like the city Premier gets more attention for the bonus offer. Yeah, it seems so. It's a $95 annual fee for 3x categories and a $100 hotel credit on $500 hotel spend. Little to no travel protection is not attractive to me. Also, other cards have 3x or more with no annual fee and more protections. I didn't know that. They have a $100 hotel credit if you spend $500. But is that through the city? Do they have a travel portal? Like if you book through the travel portal, then you get the $100 credit? Because that's interesting. Because at least if you're going to book one of those anyway, it's a free card. But really, it seems like just get the thank you points and then leave. One of those cards. Kelby says a West Inn. Renaissance Ritz. Okay, so there is a West Inn very close here. A West Inn is here in downtown Greenville. I thought it was just called the West Inn. That's a brand? I didn't know that. Never been to a Renaissance, and I've never been to a Ritz, but I wanted to stay in a Ritz in Nashville, but I couldn't use my free night certificate because it was expiring. Unreal. Fanta says, I feel like inns are more for one night stands. Are they? Are they really? For one night stands? See, I just don't equate it to that. I think about the Red Roof Inns. Oh, that's an inn, right? Okay, yeah. That's right. Red Roof Inn, but the Motel 6 where we'll leave the lights on for you. They'll always leave the lights on at the Motel 6. Always remember that. We'll leave the lights on for you. Those are the places where you do one night stands. Not from experience or anything like that, but wouldn't it be funny if you like? Because think about it. I mean, a Motel 6. How much do you guys think a Motel 6 is per night? I feel like around me it's about $80. But think about it. If I can there are some Hyatt hotels that have you could redeem 3,500 Hyatt points and you'll get that hotel. So if you just do like a 1 cent per point value, that's like $35 hotel, which is like 3x cheaper than a Motel 6. So like, wouldn't that be the better one night stand? Just go to Hyatt, $35. Oh, Calby says $50. Even then, man, you're getting undercut. But who wants to use those precious Hyatt points, for that? I'm not gonna waste 35 points on a lowdown. You know what? Hyatt place usually like $80. Man, where's Wandering Doc? He would love this conversation. Wandering Doc loves to talk about one night stands and floozies and all that stuff. Fanta says, whenever I think of Motel 6, I think anywhere from $60 to $85. Yeah. I think I stayed in one once. And if you guys ever been to a Roadway Inn, those are the best. In Florida, down in like Kissimmee, go to the Roadway Inn. That's where the action's happening. They always have a jacuzzi. They got a pool there. There's always somebody like smashing the vending machine. He's like, what the hell? You put a quarter in and it just took it, just ate it. I like the Roadway Inn. What's that other one? Oh, is that the Days Inn? The Days Inn has the rainbows on the front. Yeah, you're just not talked about it anymore. Just nobody talks about inns. You do it growing up, if your family wants to do one vacation, you go to the inns. That's where you go. Calby says, Motel 6, you never know what you'll leave with. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true. What's your guys' procedure when you go to any hotel? I don't care if it's well, I guess it's category 8 Hyatt hotel or just a Motel 6. I have the same thing that I do every single time. Me and my fiance do the same thing. As soon as we go in, we will throw our bags like near the door. So this way it's like furthest away from like all the other stuff that people lay on. So that's the first thing. We put the bags there, run to the bed, take all the sheets off, take all the pillows off, and then we lift the whole bed up. So we're just kind of lifting. I'll lift and she'll look, or we'll do both, or she'll lift and I'll look. And we try to see if there's any blood splatters. If there are, then there's bed bugs, and then you go down the front desk and you switch your room. So that's the first thing. You go all around. Go with the pillowcases, underneath the pillow, everything's because you don't want bed bugs coming home with you. Because then that's how you ruin your whole house. You got to fumigate, and you got to put that powder down and stuff like that. What do they call that? The earth. You put the earth on so the bed bugs kind of gets rid of them. Then that's like the main thing. We'll do that. We'll run to the bathroom because we always wanted. Oh my god, it's a nice bathroom with a tub. Cool. And then we put the bags on the bed. Actually, no, I'm wrong. No, we don't do the bed bugs. First, I run a train in the room to see if anybody's actually staying in there, in case they pop out and be like, we're here to kill you. So we check the closets, check the bathroom behind the curtains in the bathroom, and then we do the bed bug search. Other than that, we're good then. Fanta says, in November, my fiance and I are going to Hawaii for our honeymoon. And to save money, we booked a Hilton timeshare presentation. LOL, it was 60% off. We wanted to stay one extra night. Oh my god, we did the same. Oh man, that's gonna be great. Yeah, Calvi just said we booked a timeshare too to save money. Because we're gonna have, I don't know if anyone's familiar, but I was gonna do a community post so everybody would see it anyway. But there is gonna be a creator meetup. They call it creator meetup, so it's just I'm a creator, I guess. Somebody gets on camera and talks. Calby's going to be there, Chad Money Minutes, Stan the Credit Frog, Sled, all these people are going to be there. Luke's Point and Miles, like those big guys too. They're going to be in Vegas early September 2nd. We're going to have a whole meetup of anybody who's a credit card enthusiast. So I guess we could all just throw our credit cards on the table and have a good time. So I think it's going to be fun. I'll be there. So we'll try to be crazy. Maybe we'll go to the roulette table. Come on! Throw $50. Put it all on green. So we booked a timeshare. And we got oh my God. The value is not even funny. We booked a timeshare, Calby and I, and we're getting like between like 50 and 100,000 Hilton Honors points just for being there. We go there, we'll get 100,000 points. Plus the stay was like 4 nights for $150. Like, it's to die for. Right on the strip too. Amazing. But we'll make a whole video on that. It'll be great. Holiday Inns are a step above. I'm so excited. Cage says, I've only been to 2 Marriotts technically. Second was a West Inn. It wasn't bad, but that bank hotel was awesome. The bank hotel. Oh man, I'm missing stuff. Cage says, best Marriott for me was the first one and was the best. It was in San Diego and it used to be a bank. They turned the safe room into a conference room and fitness room. I feel like I heard that before. I don't know if that was here or there. I heard about it, like a bank turning into a hotel room. That's really cool. That's very, very cool. Oh my God, Wandering Doc is here. I was just talking about Doc. Doc, you just missed it. We were just talking about one night stands and Motel 6s, man. Your favorite. Everything that you love to do and watch. Goddamn. And Benji's coming in again. His snarky attitude coming in. You keep wearing these cheap watches. Hey, man, you want to buy me a better one? Go and buy me that Japanese one you told me to get. Whatever it was called. I forget. You still haven't given me the info on it. These aren't cheap. It's called class, man. It's called class. Matter of fact, I'll show you something you don't have, Benji. How about this? It's called a Vajra. It's a lightning rod that was used to stop Hanuman from eating the sun. So how about that? What do you got to say about the Vajra? You gonna come at me? Because this is a weapon. It's literally a divine weapon. It gives me power and keeps me safe. Knock on wood. Unreal. Getting me pissed off. Benji, when you have the Amex Platinum, you have an obligation not to wear cheap brands. How dare you? Amex Platinum, I don't think it equates. The only way the Amex Platinum equates to not wearing cheap brands is if you're buying from Saks on Fifth with the $50 credit. Which, if we're talking about credits and deals, this shirt technically, the one you're wearing right now, it was in my video of the Saks on Fifth video, so watch that if you want. This is a $160 shirt, and I paid zero, because it was on sale, and it was like clearance, I guess, with Saks on Fifth, and I got the $50 credit. Let's go. So what you got 100? Do you have a free $160 shirt, Benji? I don't think so. Fanta says you gave away my Apple Watch the other day, and I'm sticking with my Casio. Or I gave away my Apple Watch the other day. I'm sticking with my Casio. Yeah, man. How's he gonna attack our Citizen watch? And this was a gift from my fiance. So, Benji, you're attacking her, not me. It's messed up, man. Doc says, interesting. What made you think, Anthony, that I was into one night stands? Doc, I mean, you play so coy, but every time I talk to you, you know, we had this girl, and we had this girl. I was on this vacation. It seems to never be the same girl. So, like, well, how else? How else? Oh, having multiple girlfriends that you see for months or years doesn't equate to one night stands, right? Okay, fine. You're what we would call... Wait, is that the right term? I was corrected recently. A swinger? No, is a swinger just means that they do more than 2 people at one time? I don't know. Maybe I have to be educated. But this is a ridiculous stream today. We got April Fools. Oh yeah, Doc, you have to go back to the beginning, because you got to go back to the beginning. It wasn't clickbait. Credit cards really are ending, unfortunately. That's why they did the whole thumbnail. There's a lot of different reasons why credit cards might actually be not true. Just go watch it and you'll see why. You'll be in on the joke. It's about... How long did that take me, guys? Like 10 minutes? The Courtyard San Diego downtown is the one. Used to be San Diego Trust and Savings Bank. Interesting. I would love to see that. That must be cool. Huh. Fanta's laughing. I feel like I missed some things. I'm getting 50k points for the Hilton timeshare. Nice, Fanta. Yeah, the timeshare is, yes, 4 nights for $150 in Vegas on the Strip for the timeshare, and it's a 2-hour freaking presentation. I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope we're booked. Knock on wood. But I want those 100,000. So it's like you're getting 100,000 Hilton points to book the timeshare. So it's like you just gave me at minimum $500 to state your timeshare that's only worth $150 that I paid for. So net, I make $350 doing nothing, and I get the hotel stays. It's like that's as much free money as I've ever seen. I would love to go sit in the presentation, and I'm gonna ask so many questions that I care nothing about. I'm gonna say, well, what? I want to know, what's your adjusted EBITDA for this year? What do you think you're projecting for the year after? What's your plan going forward, and how you're going to be able to like just be really annoying? Just be really annoying. Benji comes in with a reply, unreal. Anthony, that shirt must have been free because you bought the XX small size. Those sleeves are really hugging, brother. Thanks, sir. We're trying. I'm the smallest I've ever been. I'm only like 1 friggin' 70 now. Yeah, it's nice out today. 80 degrees out. Oh yeah, but no matter what, you have to, I guess if you don't work out, whatever. But if you do work out, whatever level you're at, you need to start buying extra smalls. Like, it's not even a joke that you say that. This isn't an extra small, but it is just a small. I think. Yeah, I think this is just a small. All my shirts are smalls because, well, I don't know, it just fits better. Some people don't. They get like, sensory issues, like it's too tight on you. But I don't mind it. Tight it just looks better, like all around. As long as it's not like up to here and your stomach's hanging out, then you look ridiculous. Um, but I appreciate the compliment after the 3 insults, Benji. I appreciate you. Doc says Anthony has his guns out today. We have to do a fitness channel talking about benching and overhead pressing and everything. Calby says, yeah, courtyards can be very different. But did you guys watch Calby's video? Go and watch Calby's videos. Screw the live stream. Calby's video, he looks like a beast. He looks like a beast. Like, he looks jacked. Like, he looks like he's been working out longer than I have. And that's not even possible, because I started in the womb. Anyway, Fanta says, the way I got out of the timeshare last time was saying, I'm going to buy a new house next year. I don't want this to affect my first time home buyer benefit. And they understood and leave me alone. But did they still give you your points, Fanta? Did they still give you your Hilton points for actually signing up? Because from what I heard on the phone, I guess what they say and what they do is 2 different things. But they told me if for any reason you don't finish the 2-hour presentation, you won't get your Hilton points. So I was like, yes, I'll stay there. I'll stay put. But did you get your points? Because I don't want to get out of it. I actually want to just sit there and like do whatever. Benji says fitness and credit cards would be the perfect channel that nobody has conquered yet. The Chase Freedom Flex. Yeah, man. I just don't know how it would work. I think I can make it work. I have some actual videos that I wrote down. I wrote down like 50 ideas. And one of them was like the best credit cards for going to the gym or being a bodybuilder or something like that. And I'll like video going and use the Amex Gold card at the grocery stores and all that stuff. Oh my god. Benji, that was held in for review. I sell steroids. Let me know if you need any raw powders or oil. I wonder if I'm demonetized now if I say that. Who knows? What do I care? I don't know about raw powders, but I do need some synthol if you have. some injectable oil. Hyatt card has 3x at fitness and gyms, right? Oh. Thank you for I'm gonna screenshot that. The Hyatt card just gets better and better. So the Hyatt card gives you 3x at fitness and gyms, right? Oh man, I didn't know about that. Because then you could say like the Amex Platinum for the Equinox, but like only a few people like Doc are using Equinox because they're just not in a lot of areas. Oh, 2x on fitness and gym. Okay. Still better than 1x. Ooh, excuse me. That's interesting. I think I'm going to make that video pretty soon. I think that would be really funny. And now Sledge is at the gym when we're talking about the gym. Come on, man. This is too good. This is the best live stream ever. I'm having such a blast. I'm gonna have to make that video. I think I'm gonna go. I could even be in the gym and I could show the credit cards and just kind of do on camera. My gym's pretty quiet. That would be funny. That would be such a funny video. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. I think I'm gonna do it. The best credit cards for bodybuilders or just gym goers. I'm doing it. I'm gonna record it this week. I think I'm gonna get it done. And Sledge says, "You always do these when I'm at the gym." Yeah, man. Sledge, we gotta hear, man. What kind of numbers are you putting up? We gotta hear. Like, are you doing like at least 315 benches? It looks like you overhead press at least 2 plates. Chad says, "Yeah, my Hyatt business car. Hyatt Biz. Okay, am I just so unaware? Does Hyatt? I didn't know Hyatt has a business card. It gets 2x." Benji says, "Ask gym goers what cards they have in their wallet. I want to see what workout bros carry." Good idea, man. I'm gonna screenshot that too. I should do that because while I'm in there, that could be a cool little segment. This is the credit card I'm using for this gym because I'm getting this amount of points, whatever. And then we'll do one set, and then we'll walk over to the guy to the left, and be like, and I'll bring this too, and I'll be like, "Hey man, that's a good set, but what's in your wallet?" You'd be like, "Get away from me," something like that. That would be so funny. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bridge the gap, because you know what? I don't think anyone. Is there anyone else in the credit card community that goes to the gym? Like hard? I mean, there's Sledge, but Sledge is always a beast. So, that's just a given. We're not even questioning that. Luke's Point Miles. I believe he was a power lifter, so he's got some good numbers. We should do a powerlifting meet. We should do a powerlifting meet when we go to Vegas. Everyone, we'll load up a barbell. We'll do some deadlifts. We'll see who can lift the most in the credit card community. We'll see who's a real Amex Platinum in the flesh. We'll see who's gonna fold. Who's gonna fold like a plastic Capital One card. Oh my god, it's so funny. Chad says, "I do gym antics." Gymnastics? Or just gym antics? Oh, John McKinstry! Mr. Regal. I think the Hyatt business card is fairly new. Oh, yeah, Hyatt has a business card. Cool. That's just another card we're going to have to collect. We're going to have to just get on everybody's level. I want in my lifetime 100 credit cards, so we're going to have to do that. Sledge says, "I'm an old man. Walgreens MasterCard, 5% cash back on gym memberships." That's so funny. The Walgreens MasterCard is 5% cash back on gym memberships. That's great. I'm going to have to do that. It's my gym membership, I put everyone on my credit card, so I get the points, like $83 a month, so I could get some good points from that. That's so funny. Oh, and Fanta, sorry, going back to the timeshare. Calby says, "I heard some people getting out of the timeshare by saying that you don't have money or something." Oh, I don't have money. I have to leave. I have to leave the timeshare. Well, didn't you book the timeshare with money? How do you not have money now? I don't have money. I have to leave. Fanta says, "I still finished my presentation. It was near the end of it. I mentioned it, and they gave me an over to come back within 2 years for the same price. Oh, an offer. Interesting. Interesting." And Chad says, "Yeah, it was my fourth chase card at 824. Jesus, you guys are wild." Oh man, man, you're right. We really are hugging the sleeves today. What the hell? Matter of fact, I actually have to go to the gym right now. All this gym talk with my fiance. So this was so much fun, man. I want to keep doing this, but wait, one more. Benji says, "I reckon if you go to LA Fitness and ask, Quicksilver will be the most mentioned card that people carry." We'll keep that. I'll save that, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna think I'm gonna do it this week. That'd be so funny. But happy April Fools, guys! If you didn't realize, we got the Easter egg tree here. So it's April Fools. Rewind back to see the actual April Fools. But thank you guys so much for being here. This was a lot of fun. I want to keep doing this. So obviously pretty much every week we're doing a live stream, whether it's an interview or just me and you guys. So a lot of fun. Enjoy. Have fun. Have a prosperous April Fool's Day. eat your chicken or pizza, whatever you're gonna do. It's a lovely Easter egg treat. Thank you, Jason, for that. Um, go hit the gym and love life, because we're not here for a long time. So let's just have as much fun as possible, okay? So thank you guys. See you next week or tomorrow. We'll see. Bye-bye.